The land of Enti-Isla has 5 islands laid out in a cross shape. 4 islands lay around a larger island. However, only one name strikes fear in the habitat of Enti-Isla. He's the Dark Lord Satan, the Lord of the Underworld and the ruler of the Dark. Dark Lord Satan with his 4 generals declared war against humans to claim over the rest of the world. The 4 generals launched an attack on the 4 islands to conquer them. However, a hero soon emerged to rise against the forces of darkness. He and his comrades defeated Satan's army one after another. With his forces, the hero plans to overthrow Dark Lord Satan and end the war. Satan and his allies are in an intense battle with the hero's army. They find themselves cornered by the heroes. Satan and his comrade are forced to retreat, but he promises to take over Enti-Isla once he comes back. Present day, Satan and Alciel find themselves in a back alley of a busy street. Satan tells Alciel to refrain from using magic. Satan and Alciel are shocked and bewildered to find themselves turned into a human. 2 officers approach them. Satan and Alciel fail to communicate because of their foreign language. The officer thinks the 2 are cosplaying foreigners. The police try to help Alciel get into a car, but he jumps away and tries his magic. It's not very effective. They are carried to a police station. The police offer some food to Satan, but he uses hypnosis to find out more about the world they're currently in. Satan finds Alciel stuffing his mouth with katsudon. Satan hypnotizes the other police and tells Alciel about Earth and Tokyo. Satan tells Alciel about the police and katsudon. Alciel seems very fascinated by the katsudon. Satan tells that magic, demons, and dark lords are imaginations in this world. They are unable to keep their demon forms because of the lack of magic in this world. Satan seems to retain some of his magical powers, whereas Alciel has lost most of him. They plan to figure out a way to replenish their magic, but until then, they plan to blend in with the humans. Satan uses his magic to get an identity card and opens a bank account with the officer's money. Then Satan must acquire a place to live in. Satan learns to speak a little Japanese and gets a house to rent. They only afford to get 1 room in a rather unappealing building. The house owner, Shiba Miki, introduces herself and seems like she plans to get familiar with the young boys. Satan is very disappointed by their condition. He faints all of a sudden. It turns out he needs food to maintain his human body. He also realizes how outrageous the hospital bills are. Thankfully, they had the landlady to help them. Satan figures out they need jobs and money to survive in human society. They start filling in job applications. Satan goes by the name Maou Sadeo and Alciel goes by Ashia Shiro. Sometime later, Maou has managed to get a fridge, washing machine, and a bike, but they are missing the most important thing, food. Maou suggests they could eat the leftover burgers he gets from his job. Shiro is certain they are about to die from hunger. Before Shiro can panic, Maou gets on his bike and leaves for work. On his way, a girl is getting drenched by the rain. Maou gives her his umbrella and leaves for work. Maou is at work and is super enthusiastic about selling their new product, black pepper fries. Maou turns out to be an amazing employee. Even his coworker is amazed by his work ethic. Ashia is in the library trying to figure out a way to get their magic back. Maou told Ashia to focus on studying a way to get back to Enti-Isla while he earns their living. He promised to get back to Enti-Isla and conquer both of the worlds. However, now that same demon lord is hassling over promotions and petty cash. Can't blame him though, since Ashia has hit a dead end himself. Chi-chan is upset because she spilled fries for the 6th time this month. If this keeps up, the floorboards might have potatoes growing between them. Their boss, Kisaki-san, reminds them of their campaign competition to sell black pepper fries. However, great danger befalls Maou as the black pepper fryer seems to be broken. This could be the deciding factor between winning and losing. Maou ponders upon the possibility of using the last of his magic to cook the fries. Kisaki-san comes in and he is forced out of the campaign because of the broken fryer. Kisaki calls Maou in her office. Maou panics thinking about her firing him for the fryer. Turns out Maou has been promoted to a rank employee. Maou is over the moon with joy. However, his celebration gets ruined because the girl he helped earlier has figured out Mao's true identity. She is a hero named Emilia, his nemesis. She went through the portal along with Maou and Ashia to find and destroy them. Emilia prepared for battle against the burger-flipping Dark Lord with a pocket knife. Maou asks what happened to her great sword. Emilia tells him that this 100 yen pocket knife is enough to defeat a Dark Lord who lost his power. Maou and Emilia are brought to a police station for fighting in public. The officer tells them it's not okay to pull out a knife in a lover's quarrel. Emilia loses it. On their way back, Emilia threatens Maou to be careful even during his sleep. Maou demands she return the 100 yen umbrella he gave her. Turns out she tore it to pieces. She leaves promising to defeat him someday. Emilia works at a customer center. On her way home, she buys necessities. While eating and watching TV, she realizes she's no different from the burger-flipping Dark Lord. Maou complains about eating cucumber and konjac jelly for dinner. Meanwhile, Emilia has come to their place. She reveals her identity to Ashia. Ashia double locks the door. Maou tells Ashia about how heroes have lost their magic and sword just like Dark Lords, while Emilia's threats to break into the door turned into begging and crying to let her in. They let Emilia in, and she immediately starts mocking the food and the place the Dark Lord's living in. She can't believe she's crossing swords with such pathetic people. Maou tells Emilia his grand scheme to conquer Japan. He plans to work his way up from part-time, earn more money and influence. Then he'll form an army to conquer the world and return to Anti-Isla. Emilia leaves, telling her she will defeat them once she finds a way to return to Anti-Isla. She goes by the name Yusa Emi now and leaves telling Maou how stupid his name is. Emi is suspicious about Maou and Ashia. She believes they are up to something. She plans to stalk them until she finds the truth. Emi finds Maou and Ashia leaving in a hurry. Emi follows them only to find out they went to a grocery store. Emi is determined. She declines her friend's invitation to have dinner with her day after day to stalk the Dark Lord. Turns out, Emi is giving Maou and Ashia too much credit as they do absolutely nothing all day. Emi confronts Maou at Mcronald's. She tells him to meet her at the cross where they first meet and leaves with a burger. Chi-chan is suspicious about her and asks Maou about Emi. Maou tells her that they have a history. Chi-chan seems kinda jealous. Chi-chan asks Maou about the frequently occurring earthquakes. Maou meets Emi after work at the cross. Emi asks Maou if he plans to not return to Anti-Isla. Maou seems to be determined to work hard and blend into human society while not committing a single evil deed. Emi asks him if he plans to start a new life on Earth. If he does, she won't be forced to defeat him. As Maou tells her he plans to go back to Anti-Isla, someone attacks them. They dodge the attacks and run to safety. Maou speculates the attacks were magic and someone from Anti-Isla is out to harm both the Dark Lord and the hero. Maou leaves Emi for home. Emi follows Maou to his home. Emi lost her wallet and can't go back. So she requests Maou if she could stay at his place. Ashia is reluctant to let Emi in because she might try to kill them in their sleep. Maou explains to Ashia about the attack and how Emi lost her wallet. Maou gives her a blanket and some money so she can leave first thing in the morning. Ashia tells Emi he'll keep his eyes open, so she better not try another. Emi weeps to her sleep. Maou gets a mysterious text saying there will be more earthquakes. Are the earthquakes somehow related to their attacks? That's all for today. Part 2 coming soon. Like and subscribe for more.